Okay, for this one, it's just straight up multiplication. So 456 times 34. Make a box around the 4. That's all we're going to do first. 4 times 6 is 24. Put down the 4, exchange the 2. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. Put down the 2, exchange the 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. Cross that out, cross it out, cross it out, and now circle the 3. Put down a 0 because that tells you to. 3 times 6 is 18. Put down the 8, exchange the 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Now we add. 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 8 is 10. Put down the 0, exchange the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 6 is 15. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, and 1. You don't need the comma. Number 2, same kind of problem, multiplication. 675 times 68. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 7 is 56, plus 4 is 60. 8 times 6 is 48, plus 6 is 54. Cross out your carries, cross out your box, make a circle, put down the 0. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 42, plus 3 is 45. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 4 is 40. And now we add. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 5 is 9, 5 plus 0 is 5, and 4, you don't need the comma. Number 3 says, this statement is true. So 34 times 68 is 2,312. Select all the true statements. It can be in any order. So I know it could be 68 times 34 equals that. And I also know this number is the answer and can be divided by either one of those to get the next answer. So this is yep, that's there. Divided by that one leaves that one. That is correct. 68 divided by a huge number is not going to give you 34. Not right. 34 divided by a huge number is not going to give you 68. This is the answer. Divided by that will give you that. And this is just in the reverse order. So it is also true. So we have this statement, and that statement are true. I'm going to put the check over here. Okay, choose the number that is closest to the value of the expression this. I'm going to round that off to 8,000 divided by 4. I know 8 can go into 4 2 times and then zeros for the rest. If everything is over the right number, this is 2,000. The answer would be 2,000. I'm going to turn my page. Number 5 is a straight up division. I'm literally going to write it out. 1, 3, 5, 2. Do not put your comma. You'll mistake it for a number. Divided by 52. 52 cannot go into 1. 52 cannot go into 13. But 52 can go into 135. I know 52 is close to 50. 50 and 50 is 100. I know it's going to go in 2 times. And 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 5 is 10. And now I'm going to subtract. 5 take away 4 is 1. 3 take away 0 is 3. 1 take away 1 is 0. I'm not going to write down the 0. Now I make sure, is 31 less than 52? Yes. So I'm going to bring in down my 2. I'm going to count by 50s to get to 300. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, that's 6. I'm going to check it over here. 52 times 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 is 31. It goes in exactly. There is no remainder on this. Number 6 says the area of a rectangle is 1,400 basically square feet, and its length is 25 feet. What is the width? So first of all, I have to think of the formula. We know that this area is the same as base, and base times height equals volume. Now, length times width times height equals volume. So I know that the area is length times width. So I know it's 14. Hold on, I'm writing it wrong. I know that length times width equals 1450. And I just want to know the width. I didn't even need the volume part of it. I thought it was going to be a volume problem. Sorry. Okay. So its length is 25. I know that if I divide that into that, it's going to give me this, because this times this equals that. So if I divide 1450 by 25, I'm going to get this answer. 25 cannot go into 1. 25 cannot go into 14, but it can go into 145. Now this is exactly 25, so I don't even really need to estimate too much. 25, 50, 175, 100, 125. I know the next one is 150 and that's too high, so I know it's 5. I'm going to subtract and I'm going to bring down my 0. I know 25 can go into 200 8 times and it's exactly 200. So my width is 58. All right, this one says the area of a base of a box is 900 centimeters. It has a height of 9. If the box is 20 centimeters wide, how long is the box? Hold on one second. Okay, this is a very similar problem to the one we just did. It's saying that length times width equals 900 because it's saying the area. And then it throws in the height. But all I want to know is how long is the box. So I need to know the length and it's giving me the width. So I know length times 20 equals 900. Okay, so I have to divide 900 by 20 to get my answer. 20 cannot go into 9, but it can go into 90 4 times. 4 times 20 is 80, and I subtract, and I'm left with 10. I know that 10 is less than 20, so I can bring down my 0. And 20 goes on 100 5 times. So the length of the box is 45. This one, number 8, says explain why this box, has a volume of less than 10,000. Find the volume of the box. So we know that the length was 45. We know the width was 20. And we do know from that last problem that the height is 9. So first I need to multiply two numbers, and then I'm going to multiply the other two numbers. 20 times 9 I can do in my head. 2 times 9 is 18 plus the 0. So that's what I'm going to start with. And then I have to do 180 times 45 to find the total volume. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9. Cross that out. Put down my 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. 0, 0. And 9 plus 2 is 11. Let me make sure I have everything right. Okay, so this is 8,000. Why is it less than 10,000? Because it just is. Right? 8,000 is obviously less than 10,000, and that is the total volume.